What's happening, everybody, and welcome to a very special episode 40 of the Good Kraken podcast. I am one of your hosts, Ernell Pearson, alongside the five-star man, Devin. Stanford!
Hey,
bang,
what's
bang,
cracking?
bang. You're just doing bang, 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 bang.
Bang, 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 bang.
Oh, wow.
Bang.
Oh, wow, you're banging all the bangs. And the Vermilion Chin. The Crimson Chin.
Dude, one of these
Vermilion
days,
Beard.
just,
I know.
Just pick a name, man.
I know.
I don't
I
even
gotta
care which
figure it out.
one
I
you
gotta
go with
figure it out.
anymore. But what's up, lovely?
You have to earn.
How you doing, 6-star man?
No,
6-star man?
No, 4.
Dude,
He's
you
4.
can't. There's
I'm
only
3.
one 5-star man, and it's you. You just need to accept it and move on.
Yes.
There's no 4-star. There's no 6-star. There's simply Devin, the 5-star man. All right, it's who you are now.
That's it. There's
Let it
no
rest.
asterisk in this conversation. You know what I mean?
Nope. No
Like-
exceptions to the rule.
Like, you will eventually level up to the 10-star man, because you will be in 5-star increments. Until the point that you are the 100-star man, and then, like, you know what I mean? But you have a long way to go before you get to 10 stars. Okay, like, I don't know. Not be an asshole. I think that's.
And you're just mad
Starting
that
point.
Forbidden West is coming out of spring in 2022.
God fucking damn it, dude. God damn it. Garrick, how have you been since we had you on last Tuesday?
Good, dude. I mean, aside from fucking I've actually been getting to play video games with friends. Unlike the Ascent. Unlike the Ascent.
Right.
so-
Right. Mm-hmm.
But it's been good, man. Like, I just signed papers. Like, I'm a fucking homeowner, bro. Like,
Yeah,
I'm so excited,
fucking
dude.
live, baby. Let's go.
it's a big deal. So that and the doctor cleared me to eat real food. So
Oh, thank
yours
God.
truly will soon also be drinking Moscow Mules out of Taco Bell cups. But until then, we're just taking baby steps. We're just gonna have a good old fashioned Barks root beer. This
Yeah.
evening.
There you go.
Root beer
Yeah.
instead of ginger beer. Yeah, I see you. Devin, how was your weekend, my dude? You had a bachelor party you went to. You had a good time.
Yeah, our buddy Jeff is getting married, and we did his bachelor party this last weekend, and there was a lot of shenanigans. It's about the best way I can put it.
Yeah, I remember earlier you told me that you hit a hole-in-one doing.
Yeah,
golf,
we
which
did
is thoroughly impressive.
well, it was just mini golf, so a little putt, but still. Like a
Okay, I mean,
hole-in-one.
like, yeah, if you're out here getting like hole-in-one
I
in
mean-
like golf, then you should quit Good Kraken and go fucking pursue that. If that was, there's more.
You know
money
who
to be
does
had.
hit hole-in-ones doing regular golf? Tyler.
Oh, I really thought you were gonna say you, and I was like, fuck
No.
off, dude.
No.
Of course I know.
Just putt. Just putt.
Just putt. Yeah. The hole-in-ones and putt, because that's much easier. I feel like to just like fathom in your brain, but it's still better than I would ever do in putt.
I've never gotten a hole in one in putt, so that's you're already doing better than us.
It's like pool, but you kind of swing at it standing up instead of like going at it from shoulder level.
Well, we also
how I
like to
think
go
about
at it from shoulder level. Today, we're going to be talking about way more than just going at it from shoulder level, boys. You know what I'm saying? Because today, we're talking about Venom teasing all of us, COVID continuing to ruin everything, our thoughts on the Suicide Squad, and much, much more. Because this is the Good Kraken Podcast, a show for nerdy, marginalized people giving you the video game and pop media news, reviews, and discussions that you want to hear live every Tuesday at 7 p.m. and Saturday at 1 p.m. If you're watching live, you can submit questions and topics to tinyurl.com/GK submissions to be a part of the show. If you're having a good time so far, you can watch us record the show live and ad-free by following and subscribing right here at twitch.tv/GoodKrakenShow. If you have Amazon Prime, you also have Twitch Prime, and we would love for you to give that to us to help keep us pushing content out for all of you listening or watching at home. But if you've emptied your pockets for the latest and greatest in entertainment, that is totally fine. You can catch our episodes on your podcast service of choice at 8 a.m. the next day. But you can also support us by going to our YouTube channel by clicking the link in the About section of our Twitch page right down there and clicking that beautiful bell and big red button, or by subscribing to our podcast channel by searching Good Kraken with an exclamation mark and leaving a review there. Devin! We have some plan to work, my friend. First off, we are going to be playing Back 4 Blood on Thursday night, 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. It's gonna be a fucking good time. It's gonna be me, it's gonna be Devin, it's gonna be Garrick, it's gonna be Chase. We're actually gonna be able to play a fucking game this Thursday. Boys, give us a hand. Give us a hand. We're actually playing a game this fucking... Holy shit. Longer than 20 minutes of fucking trying, of attempting on a Thursday. Oh, Jesus Christ, boys. I'm so glad we're actually be playing a fucking game. Secondly, please subscribe to our YouTube. We've been trying to air this out on the airwaves and make sure that, you know, we're getting people in there, because the more subscriptions we get, once we hit 100, oh, excuse me, I'm burping up my Moscow Mule now. We can finally make a YouTube URL. So it'd be nice to be able to do a youtube.com/Good Kraken show on there. That would be fucking rad for us to finally be able to do. So please subscribe to our YouTube channel if you have not yet. If you have, we appreciate you and we love you. Lastly, please use hashtag TwitchDoBetter on Twitter to support a movement that our wonderful friend Raven has kicked up, just knocking the dirt off the ground all over Twitch to try to get Twitch to fucking figure out what the hell they're doing wrong as far as protecting marginalized creators on their fucking platform. Because there's so many marginalized creators all over Twitch just getting hate rated, follow botted, just the scummiest bullshit happening to LGBTQIA2 plus creators, you know, BIPOC creators. Like the list fucking goes on. It's horrible. We're trying to boost this hashtag, try to get this conversation started. We put Twitch in a position where they don't have any choice but to deliver the fucking goods or give us $1 million. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying, boys? You know what I'm saying? We need it. We need $1 million. That's what we need. Devin, my friend,
Tell me more.
Can you hit us in with some motherfucking Nolan, my friend?
Yep.
Yep. I fucking love this show, boys. I love doing this goddamn show with you guys. I love you guys so much. And Josh. I love Josh, too, in the chat there. I'll take the goods and the $1 million. Man, I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
What's up, baby?
So we're starting out with our very first mini segment of the show that we like to call Little Waves. This is a collection of news stories that we didn't think would be big enough conversations for our main news segment. So we're just going to kind of go through these little topical discussions. First off, Warner Bros. And AMC reached an agreement for a 45-day theatrical window. So there's been lots of talks on whether or not movies are going to be day and date streaming on streaming platforms and hitting theaters at the same time. It sounds like Warner Bros. And AMC are doing a thing for next year's movies where all the movies will be in theaters for 45 days and then they will be put up onto streaming services like HBO Max. So that's kind of what we assumed was going to be the case. Unfortunately, as much as we would have had wishful thinking for just getting day and date stream movies, you know, in the future going forward, it just wasn't gonna happen. You know what I mean?
We tried.
I know. We tried. It just, yeah, God, man, ScarJo just complaining out there. You know, just, I want her to get her money that she's owed. You know, but like, come on, man, we had it. We had it good.
If that's not a fucking first world problem, though, man.
Yeah, like, wow. I know. Next up, Sony now owns anime site Crunchyroll. So they announced this actually late last year, that Sony was going to be purchasing Crunchyroll, getting all the details worked out. They finally finalized the paperwork. Sony now officially owns Crunchyroll. I'm sure we can assume that there's going to be some sort of package deals where people with, you know, PS5s will get, you know, subscriptions to Crunchyroll for free, so on and so forth, shit like that, you know. But if you want free anime, get a PlayStation. You know what I mean? Fuck off, Devin. Fuck you.
I get free anime anyways.
I
just want him to do a bundle sub where I can get like my PlayStation Plus, Funimation, and Crunchyroll all in one happy little monthly payment.
And maybe something like PS Now not being $20 a month,
or it being $20 a month and coming with Crunchyroll
and everything else.
It still wouldn't be a good deal, but like
no, I mean Xbox Game Pass is just superior, bro. It's just the superior game cycle.
I'm making a suggestion that would make things better for them. Like just put it all together for $20 a month. You know what I mean?
I would do that. I'd pay $20 a month if I got like the whole kit and caboodle. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's what Xbox does.
I would do $20 a month if they gave us like PlayStation Now, Crunchyroll, and a hentai subscription. So our next one is Xbox consoles are getting a night mode to help your tired eye. Devin looks so done with my shit. He's like, not today, asshole. Xbox consoles are getting a night mode to help your tired eyes. Devin, are you stoked on this? You're gonna get a night mode for your Xbox.
I'm interested to see what it does. I don't hate it. I'm not excited for it, but I'm just like, yeah, it's there. I'll try it out. See
based
if it's
on what
nice.
I'd seen, it's a like dark gray within like dark orange, sort of like colorway over the front.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll see how it works.
Yeah. I think that's kind of cool. I love when these consoles are doing little like quality of life sort of things like that. That's pretty rad thing to have. And hopefully they start doing that in other places too. That'd be really cool too. Bam Margera is suing Paramount and Johnny Knoxville over his being fired. So this is a little bit of a convoluted long story because apparently there's a lot of details here that are not really being mentioned outside of the lawsuit itself. So I guess Johnny Knoxville and the producers for Jackass went to Bam Margera while he was in rehab and basically said, if you want to be a part of the next movie, you have to sign this contract that says that you will continue rehab, you will get clean, so on and so forth. And apparently he got caught during a drug test that he was taking Adderall. And so they kicked him off the set because it was a breach of his contract. And apparently his lawyer advised him to sue because they didn't formulate this contract through his lawyer. They just did it with him. Now they're saying that it was coercion and all this other stuff. It's a fucking mess, my guy. It's a big damn mess. Obviously, we've seen the weird spiraling down of Bam Margera over the past 5 to 10 years, or specifically the past 5. I hope he is doing well. Thankfully, Johnny Knoxville isn't being a douche about it. He's being very like, I'm not gonna have like a back and forth battle with Bam because that's not what matters. Like, I just want him to get better, and thank goodness. But I hope that all this shit gets fucking settled real quick because nobody likes it. Haunting of Hill House director's new Netflix show gets a trailer and a release date. I am so motherfucking hyped for this. I don't know if you guys are caught up on the Haunting shows like Hill House and Bly Manor. But this is
I've seen Hill House, but not Bly Manor.
God, Garrick.
I know,
Garrick.
This is just going to be a reoccurring theme. You guys are going to be like, I've just finished watching these amazing shows, and I'm going to be like, I'm so sorry, but I haven't seen that, my guy. Like, that's just, it's my life, dude. Fucking, like, the backlog just ever groweth, dude.
You would love fucking Bly Manor, man. I'm telling you.
I loved Hill House. Hill House was so good.
Exactly, and Bly Manor's just as good. Neither are better. I feel like both are just as good as each other. But anyways, the director's making this new show. It's called God damn it. It was like, damn it. I looked at this last night. Like Midnight Mass, I think is what it is, but it's supposed to be like a creepy, like religious sort of thing, like a cultist sort of thing. But they're bringing in some of the actors from Haunting of Hill House and Bly Manor. Okay. Where, yeah. So it's cool, including the fucking honey out of those shows. That I'm like virtually. She looks like a little Angelina Jolie, and I wish the best in everything. She deserves $1 million. I will. I'm not. Never mind. I'm not gonna. Josh is fucking killing me.
Donation?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Is donation, right? Josh is killing me in the chat right now. Now introducing the Xbox Flame Pass. I hate it.
Midnight Flex, am I right? I don't even know what that's referring to.
Midnight Mass was the show. It's the name of the show.
Okay, so is it going to be like in the same genre though? Like it's still going to be another horror?
Yes. They're saying it's supposed to be a horror thriller that's supposed to be about like centered around a pastor who comes into this town who just moved to a town and is trying to be involved in the church, and things get real fucking weird. And I'm so about it.
Nice.
Yeah, so fucking about it.
Nice.
Our last little wave here, Hellblade: Senua's Sacrifice gets a free Xbox Series X and S optimization patch.
Nice.
Yes, nice. Very much so. I don't think
Nice.
it's really
It seems to be pretty staple these days. Like everybody's getting like that next gen update. Like it's just a matter of time for all the AAA titles. I feel like.
Oh, of course.
You want to know something though?
Here we go.
Senua's Sacrifice is not getting a next gen upgrade optimization patch on Sony platforms either.
Yeah,
They
Some
announced
have done
that.
both, and
It
some have
doesn't
done
need
one
it.
or the other.
yeah, it doesn't. Yeah,
Well, I think it's because Microsoft owns Ninja Theory now.
yeah.
Most
yeah,
likely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is fine. You know, Senua's Sacrifice still
But
looks
wait.
really good regardless. So,
Oh yeah.
Eric, what are you doing?
There is a little wave that I want to toss in. If y'all
Oh
don't
yeah, throw it
mind.
in. Throw it in.
Just a little one, literally just
Okay.
kind of sprinkled out today. It looks like we just got a soft confirmation that my dude Idris Elba is going to be playing Knuckles
Yes!
in Sonic the Hedgehog sequel.
Yes.
And,
Yes. We got
fucking
that.
here for it,
We
bro.
got that tweet, dude. Oh my god, it's
Idris Elba.
especially after this movie that we're about to be talking about
Oh.
later on.
Yeah.
Oh, son, I am an Idris Elba stan right now. Like I'm all
Dude,
fucking
same.
about it, dude. Oh my god, I want him in fucking everything. I don't even care.
You need to make him James Bond.
Oh god, right? I know, dude.
Ugh.
Need it immediately. Anyways, we're gonna move into our actual main news segments now. So, first off, guys, this Sony Fox shit going on with Venom and Morbius and Carnage and just all the fucking shit that's not quite Marvel, but it's Marvel. is all starting to kind of
baby.
yeah, I know. It's all starting to kind of blend together because apparently the Morbius director may have spoiled a Tom Hardy cameo. This comes from Wesley LeBlanc from IGN, and it reads like this: the director for Morbius might have spoiled a cameo that would further connect the movie to other films in Sony's version of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. This news comes by way of The Direct, which translated an interview movie zine conducted with Morbius director Daniel Espinosa. In the interview, Espinosa appears to reveal a potential cameo by Tom Hardy, who plays Eddie Brock in the Venom films. Quote, "It usually feels strange before the day begins when you look at the schedule and stand on the set yourself," Espinosa said. "When you walk around there, the recording looks just like a Swedish production, but when you look at the schedule and read names like Michael Keaton, Jared Leto, and Tom Hardy, then it feels cool and very exciting," end quote. As you can see in Espinosa's quote above, the director might have let a certain name slip that was previously unknown to audiences. We did already know about Michael Keaton. He's in the trailer after all, presumably reprising his role as Adrian Toomes, aka Vulture from the MCU. But what we didn't know was that Hardy was going to make an appearance. It seems Hardy's Eddie Brock is set to make an appearance in Morbius. Now, the question is whether or not his more symbiotic side makes an appearance. It's not like Espinosa's schedule would say quote-unquote Venom instead of Tom Hardy if Venom was set to make an appearance. Of course, there's always the possibility that Espinosa accidentally slipped up and said a name that wasn't actually on the schedule. Maybe I just watched the latest trailer for Venom, Let There Be Carnage. Maybe Hardy actually will be in Morbius. It would certainly make sense, at least, considering Morbius and the Venom movies take place in the same universe. Hardy plays both Eddie Brock and Venom, so only time will tell if we'll just see just one of those characters or both when Morbius is released on January 28th, 2022. Devin, I want to start with you here, my dude. What's this doing for you?
I'm down with it because if you think about it, if Tom Hardy is in this movie, whether he's Eddie Brock or Venom, they already have Vulture, Michael Keaton, also doing a cameo in this movie. As we know so far, they've already showed him in the trailers, which that right there links Morbius and Venom to Tom Holland's Spider-Man right then and there.
Yeah.
That means it's all in the same shared universe, which means, I mean, we've had reports of Kevin Feige talking about how he wants to bring in Tom Hardy's Venom into the MCU. Like, he's already said that, and he said it's probably gonna.
Who doesn't?
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah, and so I'm just excited. I mean, it's with the way that they explained it, all the Sony Marvel properties and all the Fox Marvel properties are all just branches of the timeline now that they can intertwine together.
Yeah,
so yeah, I'm here for it.
Garrick, what are you thinking? Does this move the needle for you?
Oh yeah, dude. Venom's kind of always been my favorite villain in the Marvel, like just in Marvel comics and period. So just like pretty much is basically what Devin said. Like the fact we've already got that confirmation on Michael Keaton, like that direct link to the MCU that we already know and love. Like I loved the Venom film, but if it just had like a dash more of like that MCU writing style, like it would be like top notch. And if we can get some more collaboration by combining those universes together contractually first and then getting the story writing stuff after, I'm really, really excited to see what they can do with it.
Yeah, it'll be sick, dude. I'm excited to see it. I mean, like, really, like, me and Devin talk about this Marvel shit, you know, our Marvel theorizations, like, almost on a daily fucking basis. At this point, I'm just like, you know what? Like, whatever they want to fucking do, I fucking trust it. It's like there's no way you can go wrong with how many fucking characters and worlds and stories that we have just, like, throughout the entirety of the MCU and all the MCU sort of, like, runoffs as well. It's just, I'm down for whatever, dude. I just need it. I just need it now is my problem, and I want it immediately. So I guess we will see. It will be fun, and we will definitely get there as we come along. Devin, take our second story from me, friend.
Of course. So
yeah, of course.
Of course. Of course. You remember adopted to the darkness. I was born in it. Anyways.
I love you so much. Continue.
So, PAX Australia 2021 has been canceled. Honestly, I'm not surprised.
Mm-hmm.
This is coming from Mary DeLessandri over at GameIndustry.biz. Mm-hmm. I think I said it right, but I think I just did it way too slow. Anyways, I'm sorry.
Okay. Yeah, I think you were pretty spot on, honestly.
Yeah. So this year's edition was due to take place from October 8th to October 10th in Melbourne, but organizers announced its postponement in a message on the event's official website. Quote, "At the start of the year, we were optimistic that we'd all be able to come together in person this October," end quote. The message read, continuing quote, "We've been working hard with our partners and exhibitors to deliver the best possible version of PAX Aus 2021. But due to the ongoing impact of COVID-19 in Australia, the next edition of PAX Aus will now take place in 2022. End quote. I am not surprised at all by this. My cousin is currently living in Melbourne right now, and they have been off and on shutting down completely for a few weeks at a time and then reopening for a few weeks and then closing down again because the spread just keeps happening because there's people in these first world countries that have access to the vaccine.
Oh, yeah, okay. It's all right.
And they're choosing not to get it when people are dying and other countries are begging for the vaccine. You spoiled bitches. Anyway, PAX Australia 2021 will still happen as a digital event. PAX Aus online, with more to be announced about it in the coming days, the announcement said. People who had purchased a ticket to PAX Australia are entitled to full refunds and will receive more information about how to do that within the next week. PAX Australia was canceled last year as well, and also replaced with the digital event, because people are being selfish and not wanting to get a proven vaccine that literally we all have right now that you're watching or listening to. And just go get the fucking vaccine, all right? How is this still a fucking argument? Like, literally, I'm honestly, fuck you.
Go off,
Darwinism.
Go off.
You know what? Let Darwinism take effect. All right, we can just whatever. That's the point. I don't even want to argue it with you. It's 18 months has gone by. This is happening worldwide, and people still think it's fake. I don't know. Just goddamn, just
know,
fucking
baby.
walk in front of a bus. God damn it.
We know.
Ugh.
So,
anyways,
Garrick, let's start with you here, my dude. Obviously, we're not surprised, right? We're obviously not fucking surprised this is going to be the case. Granted, my question for you is, do you think they're still going to have as much success doing a digital only event for PAX rather than in person?
That's actually kind of a tough one, just because I know a lot of events kind of went all digital this year either way, just because, I mean, like, E3 was all digital this year, and it was really, really successful, I feel like. You know, it had a great turnout. There was a lot of people that showed up on stream for all that content to be displayed worldwide. I feel like PAX could very easily do something similar and have the same level of success. Honestly, I'm surprised that there are a lot of places that are still holding like in-person events. Like, the fact that there's a lot of countries that are still attempting it, like that, even that seems kind of silly in some respects. Like, you're like, come on, we know this is still kind of a problem. Like, even the people that are getting vaccinated or have some of them are still having issues with like the Delta variant, and clearly, like, it hasn't gone away. It's not going to go away, and so like we need to be willing to adapt. And I think like it's unfortunate that like there's going to be a lot of frustrated people that come from this, just because they had to have that cancellation in the first place. And this probably could have been avoided if like the people in charge of PAX would have had the foresight to do it digital from the start.
Huh? Who would have thought? Who would have fucking thought that would have been the fucking case, right?
Right? Yeah, dude, like that should have been their go-to. Like, everybody switched to like, I mean, Game of the Year award's going to be all digital again this year. Like, E3 was all digital. Like, why not just follow suit?
Yeah, Devin, you look like you're going to jump in there for a second. What were you going to say?
I just think it's funny that all this stuff is happening. We're seeing it already. Tours are about to start getting canceled musically. I think it's funny that future movies, you know, like the Warner Brothers and AMC deal with the 45-day theatrical release is just going to fail because movie theaters are going to get shut down again. It's just like, we're like, with the way that everybody's been talking about it, we've already been on this projection for the last 6 months, and people have already been saying that this was going to happen in the first place. You know, I'm surprised that everybody's just trying to rush it back open without there being a good enough vaccination rate. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
it's too early.
Exactly.
With the way things are going, we have at least another year, at the very least of this.
Definitely. Like, I have tickets for like an in-person event, like that's actually supposed to happen next month. Like, there's like the FanX Comic-Con event here in Salt Lake City. Like, I bought tickets for that in 2019. The tickets have just been rolling over. But I'm not like, even though it's only a month away and they haven't canceled it at this point, I'm prepared for that event to not happen this year, because like nothing is for sure. Like, it'll probably, like, that ticket's probably just gonna end up rolling over. But until I step into the event and like everything's kosher on that end, like, just expect things to be canceled. We're probably going to go back to the way we were, similar to, you know, last March when things shut down hard. I mean, I really hope that doesn't happen. That would be kind of a huge bummer. But if it's a necessary evil because people are fucking troglodytes, like, and just go to the goddamn... You don't even have to go to the fucking doctor, bro. I got my goddamn vaccine at a Sam's Club.
Yeah, I got mine at fucking Walgreens.
Like,
I got mine in my car.
Dude, I didn't even have a fucking appointment. I literally took my brother to go get his vaccination done. And they were just like, "Do you have an appointment?" And I was like, "No." They're like, "Do you want a vaccine?" I was like, "Sure." And they gave me one. And exactly, like, if Devin could have had like all of his homies loaded up in the car, and he would have been like, vaccines for everybody, I'm sure.
Yep. Oh yeah, absolutely.
There was just
literally giving that shit out for free.
Vaccines, bro. Like,
dude, there are huge There are like huge like cities that are just fucking throwing them away, and there are third world countries that don't have it yet. Like, what the fuck, man?
Yeah. Well, I don't really have much else to add on to that. You guys nailed it. You guys fucking nailed it. It's fucking disappointing. We can only hope that things will, be actually handled fucking well enough in the near future so we don't have to deal with this for another goddamn year. But I guess we will fucking see in the meantime. Like Devin said, guys, please, for fuck's sake, get vaccinated. Wear a mask in public. Even if you are fucking vaccinated, like, you might want to fucking consider it. If you're in a tight fucking spot, like, area with a bunch of people or something like that, just be fucking careful, okay? If there's bitches dying out here, alright? People fucking dying out here, bro. Like...
Yeah, these streets are tough. You know what I'm saying?
It's hard out here for a pimp. Garrick, take our third story for me.
Well,
that was a segue.
segues are hard, guys.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. Apex Legends cross progression and new gen update are still coming eventually. This is coming from Jonathan Bolding at PC Gamer. So Respawn Entertainment has doled out a bit about technical upgrades and quality of life changes coming to Apex Legends. But it's not the news you probably want to hear. In an AMA on Reddit this weekend, Respawn's Director of Communications, Ryan K. Rigney, explained that cross-progression between platforms was currently scheduled to be released next year. Rigney also confirmed that a major graphical update to the game, with the goal of sending it to 120 FPS was still in the works. And they'll probably be nerfing stealthy new Legend Seer. So I guess... but using your Seer guide before we have the update on that. So if you're an Apex Legends player...
My bad, continue.
Yeah. If you're an Apex player there, definitely get your game time in now before that nerf happens. Mm-hmm. A delay on cross-progression has been caused by technical complexity and a task Rigney described as gnarly as hell. The diversion of resources to avoid the plague of hacking that has hit Apex Legends and the two Titanfall games hasn't helped. Nonetheless, Rigney said cross-progression platform that we're working on it and we're committed to delivering it. Respawn committed to a graphical update to coincide with the release of the new generation of consoles and detailed that 120 FPS goal early this year. But they haven't had much to say on it since. I wish I had the update to share, said Rigney on the upgrade, but we can't say anything definitive at the moment, so we can't spoil anything here. Trust us, though, it's in the works and we're excited about it too. Delays are happening. Like, COVID's still very much a thing. Like, people are still working from home. That includes game development companies, including really large, development studios like Respawn. Like, they're busy, and they're people, and they're working from home, and shit gets delayed. And if you're mad about it, go fucking cry about it in the corner. Nobody cares. Like, you'll get the good shit when the good shit's ready to come to you.
Yeah. I mean, my big thing is I'm a little shocked that Apex, hadn't figured out cross-progression already. You know what I mean? I'm a little surprised that they didn't just have that nailed down, when crossplay was a fucking thing for Apex,
I wonder if it's just an issue with getting everybody on board, because Sony's just so notoriously anti-crossplay for fucking everything that I would not be surprised one little bit if they're the one holding that train from leaving the station.
So, you can play with us, but we're not going to let you go back and forth if you...
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. They're like, you might be able to play with other players, but you can't share your stuff with our stuff. They're so against the sharing.
Yeah. Devin, where are you on this?
I'm not surprised at all because Apex Legends lead balance designer terminated after controversial remarks surfaced. Dev posted an apology. So
we missed this. When did this happen?
The lead balance today. The lead balance designer, Daniel Klein, has been confirmed.
Breaking news, y'all!
By Respawn Entertainment today due to the stuff he posted online back in 7. He was apparently just being extremely misogynistic. He was referring to women as having moron chromosomes. What happened to Ernell here?
What happened to me? What did I do?
Oh, I think it's just on my end. This is weird.
he's all fucked up on my end too. But
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
what's going on?
turn your video off. Turn
he
your
looks
video off
beautiful
and then
in-
turn it
in
on.
Twitch, so
It
Am I,
looks
like-
so weird.
Am I like pixelated?
yeah,
It looks like somebody hit
it
a
looks
TV
like a
with
bad
a
'90s
baseball ball.
TV. They got smashed.
Yeah.
Maybe I just want to own it. Do I
You
just want
gotta
to
see
own it?
it on stream. I
Just
can't
one
even see
episode
you.
without technical difficulties. We get so close, boys. We get so close.
Yeah, I know.
But anyways-
I know.
Anyway, going on this, there are screen caps of his Twitter. He's no longer working for Respawn, and I'm just paraphrasing this. He said racist and sexist things. Not because I deeply believed any of them, but because I knew I could get a reaction out of people. That is his.
What? That was
Is his
what?
apology. Yeah.
Oh my God.
If I may,
Yeah.
if I may.
Oh my God.
Oh my
It is
god.
not difficult to treat women like human fucking beings.
I don't
Like
understand.
this shit's not hard, y'all.
Who are
So,
these?
yeah.
Who are these fucking dudes? Who are these fucking
So,
dudes?
Yeah, anyways, this
That's why,
it's
yeah.
probably gonna take a lot longer for this stuff to happen because they're starting to fire people now. And this guy was their lead balance designer. Their lead balance designer too.
Yeah, things
So,
like that can definitely make.
But you know what? Good riddance.
Yeah, fuck them. Fuck them.
I hope he gets ants.
Oh.
I hope
think
somebody
that's-
eats a fucking Nature Valley bar in that dude's bed.
I hope something far worse happens to him, honestly. Fucking scrub, dude. You know what I'm saying? Do I look better? Do I look better on your guys' end now?
Yes.
Yeah, okay,
Yes.
cool.
look
Yeah.
beautiful.
You look,
When-
you look cute. What's up?
When I went onto Twitch, it was like fine, and I was like, what the fuck are these guys talking about?
Oh, dude, it straight up looked like somebody took a CRTV screen and just hit it with the baseball
Yeah,
bat like 4
yeah.
times.
Yeah, I'll be
The chat goes, I hope that dude runs out of toilet paper.
that's fair. That's fair.
Dude, Josh is with me, man. That fucking get that petty revenge. Fuck that guy.
Oh, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Anyways, I'll be able to see my cam thing when I do the edits after done with the show and everything. I'll be able to laugh at that. We're gonna move into our hands-on segment now, everybody. Our second segment of the show. This is where we talk about a game and or movie and or show that we have watched since the last time that we got together, and we try to pitch it to each other and or pitch it to all of you guys out there at home. Hope his pillow is fucking warm, Josh.
Bro. On both sides.
On both sides, yeah, on both sides. Like he can't flip it. It's like the purple pillow, but the opposite. It's like the green pillow. It's where it's like no matter what side you put it on, it's just hot. It's just hot no matter what you do.
Dead ass.
Dead ass. Garrick, what have you been watching or playing, my friend?
I'll start with watch this week. I've actually, aside from Suicide Squad, of course, which we're gonna
Okay.
get into.
Okay.
I decided to check out Jungle Cruise. My wife and I decided to pick that up
Okay.
on Premiere Access over the weekend, and we watched that with the family. I went in with very, very low expectations, I will admit. I love Dwayne Johnson, and I love Emily Blunt. The cast was great, but I was just like, this is kind of a weird, not 100% sure what they're going for with this one. And dude, it ended up being a really, really fun, like just kind of like a family action film. Like it did a really great job capturing some of the vibes of those 90s action stars like Brendan Fraser. Like it kind of felt like The Mummy. Like it really did.
Oh,
Like
fuck
it totally
yeah,
felt like The Mummy to me. Just like a lighter-hearted version of that. With some of like that beautiful ingenuity and like character design and monster design that you got from the first Pirates of the Caribbean movie, which just really, really awesome and well done, like well executed, like action scenes. Like it was fun. The story was really intriguing too. It didn't. It's very easy to spoil, so I won't go into it too much at all. It like the story kind of tells itself.
Okay.
But there's a couple of fun little twists. If you like action films, and especially if you enjoyed some of those earlier, like late '90s action films, like The Mummy, Scorpion King, If you liked if you like those other Disney CGI live action films like Pirates of the Caribbean, this is definitely like something worth checking out for the people who like those movies for sure. It was just fun.
On a scale of like 1 to 10, where's the cheese level?
The cheese level? Okay. All right. So I will. This is like a soft spoiler. So I'm gonna give the warning. It's a soft spoiler.
Okay.
Have you guys been to Disneyland?
Yes.
Not in a very long time.
Okay. If you have been to Disneyland and you've been on the Jungle Cruise ride, correct?
No.
Yes.
I have not.
Okay. All right, that's fair. Not everybody's been on it. It's cool. You're not necessarily missing much there. Okay. But do you remember the really, really bad jokes they tell all throughout the ride? Like the deliberately bad jokes?
I don't remember what they are because it's been, like 8 years since I've been there, to tell you the truth. But I remember the ride.
I do
like this, like it's like that deliberately like bad jokes. Like they're like dad jokes, like all like eye groaners, eye rollers sort of thing. Like
oh geez.
They took that directly. Not necessarily the same jokes that those individuals that worked the ride told, but that same style of joke. And literally it is fucking hilarious with Dwayne Johnson's comedic timing, dude. It is so actiony. On cheese level 1 to 10, I'm gonna say it's like a 6.5, and it's like, but it's like it's cheesy in the way that like you're just like, I see what you did there, and I really appreciate it because it was kind of an homage to simpler things than it is like just blatant like, oh my god, like it was enjoyable. Like if it's it's definitely worth a 30. Like if you're willing to like get together with some families or some buds and be like, everybody chip in $5, let's have a movie night and watch Jungle Cruise. Like it's worth your time.
Okay, cool, man. What else you got for us?
So today, at the time of our recording, a brand new update for an action RPG looter slasher game called Godfall was originally released for PC and PlayStation 5. Just got a brand new update today called Lightbringer, along with a $20 new expansion called Fire and Darkness, and a release on the PlayStation 4.
Okay.
So it kind of got a lot today. I've only had the opportunity to dive into a little bit of it. I did really enjoy the first game. It has its issues, like it's got some performance problems and things on PlayStation 4, but I'm not here to review that at this time. I just like they put a lot of love and effort to bringing it into a good place since then. And this Lightbringer update, if you enjoyed Godfall, if you had a chance to play it, and the end game loop was lacking, and like the loot wasn't necessarily for you, and you didn't feel like you had a lot of options in the way that you got to play your character, the devs at Counterplay Games have really, really, really worked hard to make that game more enjoyable for people who enjoy like Destiny 2 and Borderlands and the Outriders and those other loot-based games. Like they're really trying to keep themselves in that ring of competitors. They do still fall a little bit short in just a couple of areas, but it's a really good game. If you like hack and slash games, if you like looter shooter games, like it's great. The gameplay loop has improved a great deal with the update of the content updates they've done.
Oh yeah,
and it's good. End game loop. They just with the Lightbringer they added in a brand new end game item. They added player matchmaking today. It's a little silly that it took them like almost a year to get matchmaking in the game at all. Especially with something that's focused, like it's got a good multiplayer aspect to it. But it is here. It worked really well. I had an opportunity to test it out. I didn't have to wait 9,000 years to find other players. People are still playing the game. And I do believe it also came with crossplay to get into, like, with the PlayStation 4 release, too. Like, they're really working hard to make it accessible for people who want to enjoy it. I haven't gotten into the actual expansion yet, because I don't feel like that game has just quite earned my extra $20 at the moment, because it wasn't perfect at its launch, and I'm not sure I want to give it another 20 just yet. But the updates they did provide for free, if you touched on this game and you liked what the game offered initially, they haven't, reinvented the wheel, but they've improved on everything that was pre-existing. And if you liked Godfall, it's still Godfall, but it's just more of that same.
Okay, cool. Yeah, because I wanted to play it when it first came out, but I saw the reviews. I saw what people were saying about the content being just a little bit too empty on release and such, so I waited on it. Do we know how much it is right now?
It goes on sale very, very frequently
Okay.
on the Epic Games Store. I bought it. It was a day one order for me just because I really wanted to. I'm all about. I'm kind of an indie guy. You guys know that.
For
So
sure.
I like to get those AA titles in and support there. But it goes on sale really frequently for like anywhere between like 40 and 60% off. But it is on the PlayStation 5. It is still that $70, I do believe, because it was the
Woo!
first AAA PlayStation 5.
Yikes.
Yeah, it is asking a lot. It is asking a lot. But I do believe the Ultimate Edition, which comes with everything the game currently has to offer and some exclusive cosmetics, is 70 on the PlayStation 4. But so they are still asking full price for it. But it does go on sale frequently. It's just the sale price varies. But Epic Games puts it on sale quite a lot.
Okay, Devin,
Okay.
what were we saying?
Oh, I just said yikes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I see it. I see it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. It can be kind of rough to get that have that $70 asking price on a game that like they're basically trying to keep relevant and kind of recover from a rusty
Yeah.
first launch. But like if you enjoy the game, like $20 can help keep them going. That's all that DLC costs. They just haven't earned my trust back yet, so I haven't spent my money. on it.
I
Yeah.
see you. I see you. Devin, what have you been playing or watching, my friend?
I'll start with what I was watching. I started watching Jujutsu Kaisen, and that show is fucking sweet. If you've seen Bleach, if you've seen Naruto, or anything along those lines, it totally has that kind of feel. The animation is really good. I feel like it kind of blends like a lot of different animations all at the same time. Like kind of like how Demon Slayer does when it shows like their powers and stuff like that. It gets to that really hard black line edge with like different color palettes, like their quote unquote energy. You know what I mean? But it's a fun show. It's definitely unraveling like a really good plot that like kind of intertwines a lot of characters and has like a big overarching baddie and everything that's kind of like coordinating everything. Really cool creature design. It's very supernatural, and a lot of very unique characters, all from like the cold hard bitch to the clueless dude to the full of himself guy to the big brawny dude that's just dumb as a rock. It's great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Such a
Yeah,
good anime,
it's definitely worth a watch. I've been watching it through HBO Max through the Crunchyroll tab on there. That Sony just acquired. So, but yeah, it's
Okay. Just handing out tea. Yes.
but handing out tea. I'm just saying it's relevant to what we talked about earlier.
No, I know.
You know what I mean?
I got you.
So, you can catch it on Crunchyroll. I've been watching it dubbed. I'm on like episode 21 of the first season, and there's 24 episodes, but the second season is coming out this December.
Okay.
Is what it's slated for. So really, really good show, really fun show. It's got really good humor to it as well, and it even does pop culture references too that are like current with the times.
dude.
So
It does.
If I remember correctly, it does. When I was watching
Yeah.
it, I didn't finish all of it, but when I was watching, I caught a few things that they did, which is fucking G,
Yeah.
super G.
Yeah. He's like, I specifically remember one moment where a character asks him what kind of woman he's into, and he says Jennifer Lawrence.
Yeah, yeah, which is fair.
It's just
"Oh."
good, It's good. Now, for what I've been playing, bro, I am hooked on the Avengers campaign.
Yes, let's go,
yeah.
Devin. Let's fucking go.
I'm having
my
a
dude.
good time.
It's
I
so
haven't
good.
played it like a lot, but I got Iron Man now and everything, and I'm going through and I'm putting together a suit right now, and I'm having a good time.
Iron Man now?
No, I'm just playing everybody as I get them, just every single character. But like right now, I'm playing as Iron Man, so I gotta taste the platter. You know what I'm saying? I gotta use everything.
Well, that sounds dirty. I like it. Continue.
Only when your mind's in the gutter, like you are.
Permanently, perpetually. Like my head might as well. I got a swirly when I was a kid, and my head just been in the toilet ever since then. You know what I mean?
Yeah, makes sense. I see it.
Continue.
Yeah. Okay. Anyways, yeah. But yeah, no, the game's really fun. They came out with that next gen update a few months ago for both PS5 and the Xbox Series consoles, and I've been playing on the Series X, and holy cow, it's probably one of the best next gen experiences I've had so far, outside of Death Stranding on my PC. You know what I mean?
Which is a different ball game, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, it's just such a different ball game. But it's like you can see the ray tracing in Kamala's eyes, like during cutscenes, like just the reflections and the way that it works. And you can see the cracks in her lips, the pores, like everybody's hair, like it's very well detailed. Just the lighting in that game is just great. So if you haven't played the game yet, I definitely recommend checking it out. I got it on sale about a week ago, and I got the deluxe edition for $30. So if that gives you any idea what the sales are like for that game, pick it up if you get the chance. They did a big free to play thing like a week ago, and
triple XP weekend or something. Yeah.
Yeah, no, it was a quadruple XP.
Oh, that's right. That's
nutty.
Right.
Yeah.
They also just added that new huge content update where everybody can be the same hero on a team, so matchmaking is a lot easier.
Yeah.
And we're 7 days out from War for Wakanda.
Yeah, I was just going to say that's coming up next, and it's free content to people who own the game, too. So completely free DLC. They said it's going to be about 10 hours of extra campaign when it's all said and done, too.
Devin, you got a question in the chat there. Is it crossplay?
It isn't yet, but I know it's being worked on right now, which is why I bought it. I figured I can do all the campaign stuff, and then once I'm done with that, and they implement crossplay, then I can just do it all over again with my friends, and it would be really fun for us to all just pick a different hero and just go at it together.
I'm weird about the having
we're for you.
Yeah, but I think that works out though. Like who do you feel like you're vibing with the most, Devin? So far?
Right now, I've only used Iron Man, Kamala, and Hulk outside of the very beginning intro sequence.
Okay.
I actually liked Black Widow's combat because it was super fluid, very moved really good. Like once you started getting those combos down, Thor is definitely overpowered as all hell.
He's also really slow and clunky though. So
he's like almost as slow as fucking the Hulk is.
Yeah. The Hulk was pretty fun. Fighting Abomination as Hulk was a chore. I'm not gonna lie. That was definitely one.
Yeah, I mean, like Hulk is like he's like slow and clunky, but like his it's just his move set is just so like repetitive and like doesn't really do very much. It's like appealing.
Yeah,
and so that's kind of like what turned me away from Hulk at first. Like Hulk's my secondary. But so I can see where you're coming from for that though. Yeah. But once you have a main figured out and they implement crossplay, like me and Garrick will fucking be here for it, dude. Like I'm
dude.
I might. Well, I was gonna say I might end up maining Iron Man, but I really want to see how Black Panther feels because I have a feeling that that's going to be a really fun one.
That's fair. I can see him playing really similar to Black Widow, honestly.
Yeah, but stronger. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Maybe just a little less agile. Cool. Well, I finished season 2 of Daredevil.
Oh, 1 second. Yep. What's your main though?
Oh, I'm Thor. Thor's my main.
Thor. Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
It's Cap.
Hell yeah.
Cap's good, dude. My thing with Thor was like his like slowness and clunkiness is made up for with his just like special attacks that are so just like AoE like powerful. But he's just blast cannon like left and like I'm getting knocked over with Thor like all the fucking time. Like it's pretty bad, honestly. But anyways, yeah, I got through season 2 of Daredevil, and I talked about it a little bit with Xander on Saturday. But John Bernthal is like one of the most amazing fucking things in the entirety of the MCU. Period. Him as fucking Frank Castle is unreal. I cannot believe that, like, when on Saturday I was only like halfway through season 2, and now that I finished it and I'm like about 4 episodes into Luke Cage now, I'm just like, what the fuck, man? Like these shows are so fucking good, dude. I'm so
Yeah.
upset like that I god damn, like, and now I'm about to like finish Luke Cage probably in another like week, and then I have to watch Iron Fist again. Like, seriously, I gotta watch that of all the fucking. Oh man, I know, but
Did you watch all of it already?
Of Luke Cage?
No, of Iron Fist.
I watched like 2/3 of it. Like, I might as well,
Yeah,
like, just rewatch it because it's been what, 2 years since I watched it. Yeah, like 2 years. I watched it mostly with my mom. Like at night when I'd come and hang out with my kiddo and whatnot with her, and she'd visit and whatnot. Like I just mainly watching that with her. I was like, I don't know why the fuck I like this because it's so bad. It's just so not good.
But that's season 2 Daredevil though.
Yeah.
Ooh, no spoilers because obviously there's people like me that have not fucking watched it yet. But holy shit,
Punisher.
Shit. Just front to back. There's like the one that I will talk about just briefly because this is like a thing that blew up on the internet. That fucking prison scene, my dude.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Yeah. Oh my god, dude. I can't. My thing is like John Bernthal. Like when I saw that originally that he got casted to play as Frank Castle, I was like, I can see it, but like I don't know. But then like seeing it like in action, and I'm like, this dude just imbues that energy of like, I watched my family die, and now I'm gonna slaughter all of you. Like even when he was in Walking Dead, he had that fucking energy. So it was just like, I can't think of a fucking better fucking actor right now to be playing the Punisher. Period. Sorry. No, go ahead.
I was going to say, I saw this thing come out from comicbook.com that in the comics, S.H.I.E.L.D. admitted that when the Punisher has a target and wants to kill somebody, S.H.I.E.L.D. as an organization admitted that they can't stop him.
Yeah.
Dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dude, that's the entire point. That's what makes him who he is, dude. Like, it's so fucking rad. And like the way that they like depicted that the entirety of season 2 of Daredevil is just, he's just getting his ass beat the entire season and he still gets everything he wants. Like, it's so dope. It's so fucking dope. I love it. Anyways, the main thing that I want to talk about tonight is that I played the Falconeer. So it just got ported onto PC and PS4 and like all the consoles that were not Xbox and Game Pass. And this game is essentially a aerial combat like sim with a like fantastical like flying bird skin like over the top of it. So it's like, it's Ace Combat, but you're a bird.
What?
And it's kind of dope. I honestly really like it. Oh, my camera's all set. There we go. It's kind of dope. I really like the Ace Combat games, so like when I started kind of digging into the controls on it and whatnot, like I actually felt like, okay, like I can see what they're going for here. It has some extra stuff on it that is actually surprisingly interesting. Like if you're a bird, because you're supposed to be like a guy who's like flying a bird, like How to Train Your Dragon style, right? If your bird gets damaged enough, you have to like dive into the water. Because in this world, like most of this like place is like the ocean. You're sort of like traveling in between like islands and stuff. When your bird's injured, you have to like dive into the water to catch a fish so that your bird can eat it to like regain health. There's, like cannons that you have to shoot that are like attached to the top of the bird that you're like mounted and like shooting with. And to refill the ammunition for that cannon, you have to let like conduct lightning into the cannon through like a rod that's apparently like on top of it. So it's but the gameplay is quite literally like Ace Combat with just like a cutesy cartoony fantasy skin on it, and I'm here for it. It's okay. It's not the most amazing game on the planet. It's not Death's Door, but like I'm fine with it. Like it's a decent time filler. I'm still kind of like, I'm only a couple hours in, and so I'm still kind of like trying to figure out how exactly to navigate the missions and shit, because you have different missions on different islands and you can start going to different islands pretty early in the game, but there's like one guy that's like, you can't accept his quest until you've beaten like a 30-second race thing. but I can't figure out how to start the 30-second race thing. So like there's there's like a couple of things that I'm still sort of like trying to figure out like how to go about things in this fucking game that isn't just flying around and fighting other birds. And like there's like hot air balloons that are like shooting at you that you have to attack. It's weird. I don't know. I'll give you guys an update on Saturday once I've actually given a little bit more of like a thorough like figuring out. But as far as I played it so far, yeah, my essentially, yeah, just Ace Combat. It's just fucking Ace Combat. That's all it is with cute skins on it. I can't really say that like it's the most fucking life-changing fucking experience I'm playing, because it's definitely not. But if you're into, you know, aerial combat games, I'd say it's worth a chain. You know, I'd say so. It's free on Game Pass, so like, why the fuck not?
Oh, that was gonna be my next question. I was like, where did you get it, and how much was it?
yeah, it's free. It's free on Game Pass. I think, yeah, if you're into games like that, it's worth playing it. It was a little nostalgic for me because I haven't played an Ace Combat in a while. So yeah, it feels nice. I'm okay with it. I got to dig into a little bit deeper, but I've been playing that for the past couple of days, so we will definitely see. But in the meantime, gentlemen, there is a little something that we have all watched over this weekend. Some of us, most of us, have watched a number of fucking times over the weekend. Yeah. All but me, I mean. We are going to move into our headlining segment tonight. And tonight, our headlining topic is the Suicide Squad review. Chase, is there no video?
There's video on my end.
Garrick, can we get confirmation on your end?
I see video.
You see video? Okay. Well, Chase, that's just you, baby boy. You fucking suck, Chase. You fucking suck.
Yeah, get better at Splitgate.
I know. You would pull your toenails out before your peers. You fucking idiot.
You know what's also really dumb is the fact that you thought Horizon Forbidden West was.
God damn it! God damn
it! Dude, that horse is fucking dead.
Oh my god!
Actually, to be fair, I didn't say it to Ernell for like 6 days, so.
You probably thought it to him every day. I bet you literally woke up and you're just like, yeah, fucking 2022.
I didn't think about it. I didn't think about it, but Ernell did.
I hope
every day.
I hope you drink a cup without a lid and you accidentally get a little tiny piece of ice that makes you cough. That's what I hope you. That's what I hope.
That happened to me earlier today.
Suicide Squad released on August 6, 2021, directed by James Gunn, with a runtime of 2 hours and 13 minutes, a budget of $175 million, and a worldwide box office so far of $71 million. Oof. Now, granted, there's a lot of variables to that. It's on HBO Max. You know, there's the Delta variant. There's lots of shit going on. Chase got to figure it out. Sick. Okay, cool. Good, Chase. Good to see you, baby. Welcome in. We never see you that often outside of the gameplay videos. Thanks for coming in, baby. Anyways, a little fun trivia for you guys here. First off, James Gunn specifically filled the Suicide Squad with obscure and unknown villains since he felt that was more faithful to the squad in the comics. Quote, I wanted to stick with John Ostrander's original vision of mostly second-rate antagonists. There's an innate tragic element to supervillains who aren't even that good at being bad. End quote. Rad. I fucking love that. I loved it so much that they picked just like sort of like B and C level like characters from Suicide Squad. Like, I'm fucking here with it. James Gunn wanted Dave Bautista to play Peacemaker, but Bautista turned it down to play the lead role in Zack Snyder's Army of the Dead.
Sucks for him.
Devin, can you do a fact check for me and see how much Army of the Dead has made in the worldwide box office? Can you fact check that for me?
Wait, wasn't that movie Netflix only?
Yeah, it was enough. Well, it had a theatrical release too.
Oh, did it?
Yeah, like if we're talking like worldwide, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Then no, that's
domestically.
Not
yeah,
not everybody had it in Netflix.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, get those numbers for me. The next one. Oh boy. Here we go. Let's go. Give me the numbers. What again?
Dave Bautista lost how much?
Budget between 70 to 90 million, and its box office $1 million.
Holy fuck, dude. That is just...
It's like the movie was bad or something.
Dude, that's so bad. That's so... Dude, even with Netflix, even if everybody with a Netflix sub watched that fucking movie, they wouldn't have recouped anything. That's just... They're just eating fucking fistfuls of dollars on that film. I never even watched it.
Now, granted though, you should. It's fun. Granted though, like you said, it was a Netflix movie for most of the thing. Like, there's, more money to be had. But we're not talking about fucking Armada tonight. We're talking about fucking the Suicide Squad. Actually, quote unquote, the Suicide Squad comic writer John Ostrander plays Dr. Fitzgibbon in the movie. Dope. There was actually a lot of cameos in this. A lot of cameos. Did you guys notice that Mantis, the girl who plays Mantis, is one of the dancers in the club?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's like the first...
I didn't catch that.
Yeah, she's like the first girl that they go up to, basically.
Suicide Squad.
Mm-hmm. She doesn't look like Mantis, obviously, because Mantis, but, you get my point. Will Smith was set to return as Deadshot, but left due to scheduling conflicts. Smith was filming King Richard for this year. That would have been cool to have. I would have been okay with that. I'm so glad we got Idris Elba instead, though. Honestly, Idris Elba as Bloodsport versus Will Smith as Deadshot. I'm 100% on the Idris Elba Bloodsport side. That 1000%. I'm fucking here for my dude. Our last little piece of trivia: DC Comics fans couldn't help but notice that King Shark differs from his new 52 comic book origins, for which he's typically a hammerhead shark. So, as he often does, director James Gunn took the time to walk curious fans through his design process for the character. According to Gunn, they actually did try to emulate King Shark's hammerhead look, but some things just look better on a comic page than they do on camera. He explained on Twitter, quote, "I did tests with the hammerhead design, which I love and originally thought I'd use, but having eyes on the sides far apart made it incredibly awkward shooting interactions with other people. You couldn't really see him looking at the other person. The shots tended to be too wide, but I was insistent on the dad bod from the beginning, as I didn't think King Shark would have such mammalian body structure." Boys, let's get into it. For everyone at home, our listeners and viewers, just as per usual here, with any of our review stuff, we start out with about 10 to 15 minutes of spoiler-free general thoughts. When we transition to spoilers, we will let you guys know that none of you have to deal with spoilers if you do not want it. If you want it, then stick around. If you don't, get the fuck out when we tell you to. Watch the movie, and then come back, because this episode will be here for you to watch after you watch the movie. Since we've seen what's Josh seen? So, I'm going to get to it. I'm going to say it, boys, since we've seen the new. Say it later. Okay. All right. Anyways. Garrick, let's start with you. What were your general thoughts on the Suicide Squad?
Immediately it didn't go how I was planning on it going from the start of the film all the way to the end of the film. I felt like it was just a general improvement, just in direction, story writing, and cast. Just from the get-go, I have this weird little part of me that still kind of loves the original Suicide Squad movie, just because I really love Will Smith, but I like it because it was a Will Smith film, not because it was a DC Suicide Squad film. And where the original film did do super well as an ensemble piece, I feel like this did a great job condensing that cast into something meaningful with characters we were actually going to give a shit about. And I'm on three watches of it. I fucking loved it. I don't rewatch films. I need to state that up front. I'm very much, unless it's fucking Lord of the Rings, I'll watch it and I'll be like, that movie was absolutely fantastic. And then it's gonna go onto a little shelf and I'm gonna catch it again in a decade. I've watched this movie 3 times in the last 48 fucking hours. And I'm a Marvel guy, dude. Through and through. Marvel guy through and through. This movie was fucking great. James Gunn crushed it. Dude, I can't wait till we get to the spoiler part, just because there's so many things about the cast that I loved. and I am very much spacing her name at the moment if somebody would like to look it up for me. But the young actress who played Ratcatcher 2, oh my fuck, dude.
Shit, I want to say
Like,
Knight.
she was phenomenal. Like, it was great.
Danielle Menchur.
Yeah. So yeah, she played Ratcatcher 2, and like she was the heart of the movie, dude. Like, I loved all the characters. It was twisty in all the simplest and right ways. And dude, it was so violent.
Yeah.
And
so we have a
it.
question for you from Chase in the chat. Actually,
Yes.
Did you watch it 3 times for the show or because you enjoyed it?
Because I enjoyed it. So definitely, Chase. I watched this movie because I thought it was fun. I thought it was just a great movie. I am actually so I watched it 3 times, and then I literally just started. I was eating lunch earlier today, and I was like, I'm gonna start it again before the podcast, and I'll finish it afterwards because Idris Elba as Bloodsport, and oh my god, his fucking costume, and Ratcatcher's interactions, and Sylvester Stallone as King Shark, and the Polka Dot Man. And dude, it was such an interesting cast. It was literally just this group of incredibly odd misfits that fit together and had so much more cohesive on-screen chemistry than anybody from the other film did. And like Margot Robbie's just so fucking fantastic. She can literally go wherever she damn well pleases and does great. But they let her do her thing and she fucking crushed it as Harley Quinn. But like, I'm just so glad they chose to do Idris Elba as Bloodsport and not replace him as Deadshot, because now there's the opportunity for those characters to interact in this universe, that alone is worth the potential for more films. Just all around so much love for this movie.
Fuck yeah, dude. Devin. Oh, Devin, your volume's down.
That's right. I muted myself like a smart person before I walked away and didn't unmute myself like a dumb person when I came back.
That's okay. Devin, what were your general thoughts of the Suicide Squad?
Yeah, I loved it. It was entertaining. Can we just say like how insane the beginning of the movie is? Like literally, like
again, no spoilers yet, but yes, you are 100% correct.
Insane. So many things happened that I didn't expect. I thought I had an idea how this movie was going to go going into it, and then just like nice, Garrick. Anyways, like I kind of expected it to go one way, and I was proven very wrong immediately. Especially like, anyways, I can't give it away.
Yeah, we'll get there. We'll get there.
But the chemistry between John Cena as Peacemaker and Idris Elba as Bloodsport was actually great. I had a lot of laughs during their interactions and how they were just like competing against each other, you know? Mm-hmm. Sylvester Stallone as King Shark, like it's like Groot but better.
Yeah.
Nom nom.
Nom nom.
Nom nom. I loved it. Like it had the James Gunn humor, definitely, which definitely kept that movie going very well throughout the whole movie too. There was always something. There was whether it was a little joke or a big joke, it was great. Yeah, and the action sequences were pretty great. It kind of had you cringing the whole time, but like exactly as it should, because it is a Suicide Squad movie. You know what I mean? And like cringing in a good way, like in a comedic, like holy shit, they're really doing it that way. You know?
Yeah.
And yeah, that's about as much as I can say without giving away spoilers. I really loved the movie. I enjoyed it. I thought it was really fun. You should definitely watch it on HBO Max. And if you are vaccinated, you can go see it in theaters. But if you're not vaccinated, stay the fuck home and watch it on HBO Max.
There you go. Boys, why was this one of the funniest movies of the past fucking decade? This movie, they basically, like, them allowing James Gunn to do whatever the fuck he wanted was one of the most incredible choices that they could have fucking made. for this movie, because this movie is fucking hilarious from front to back. I watched it by myself with no one around, and I was dying in my kitchen while eating. I had to stop and put my food away because I couldn't stop fucking laughing at the first like 20 minutes of this goddamn movie, dude. This movie is absurdly so good. It has no right to be this fucking good. It doesn't, but it fucking is just that goddamn good. I can't believe that they pulled this shit off, dude. Like, the writing is outstanding. The way they make us give a fuck about the characters should not have fucking happened, but it did. Like, why the fuck I gave about a fuck about any of these people besides Harley Quinn, I don't fucking know. But by the time that we're done with like an hour and a half of the movie, I'm actually giving a shit about these characters that we're not even really supposed to fucking give a shit about. Incredible. The writing was great. There was some fucking scenes, like some of the cinematography in this fucking movie was unreal. Some of the parts, like the really like slow motion parts and like just like moments between characters was shot so well, like in a way that like felt like it wasn't trying to be comedic, but because the writing was so comedically good, it pulled it off like 110% in every single scene. Dude, I can't fucking believe it. Idris Elba was amazing. John Cena was fucking hilarious in this goddamn movie as Peacemaker. Like, I'm still dying over the one line. He's like, I would do anything to make sure the world has peace, even if I have to kill women, men, and children to make sure. I love peace with all my heart.
I don't care how
like, I would suck 1,000 dicks. I would suck 1,000 dicks if someone put 1,000 dicks on this beach and told me I had to suck them for liberty and peace. He's like, I would do it.
Oh my god,
this movie, man, I can't believe it.
Starfish, isn't that a slang term for butthole? Does that have to do anything with this mission?
Hand. Boys, before we go into spoilers real quick, let's go each one of us, and starting with Garrick, on a scale of 1 to 10, what would you rate this movie?
8.5.
8.5. Okay.
8.5.
Okay. All right, Devin, what are you giving this movie? A 9? A good old 9?
Yeah.
Good old 9? Okay. I have to give it a 9. I have to give it a 9. This movie's just way too fucking good, dude. It's way too fucking good.
8.7. I'm kidding.
Yeah, I know, right? No. We'll round it down. We will say 8.5 because I feel like that's a good spot for us to hit. So the official Good Kraken rating for 2069. I hate you, Josh.
That's it. Nice.
Yeah, nice. My bad. Nice. I fucked that up. I'm sorry, guys. This officially has an 8.5 rating from Good Kraken. Guys, we are moving into spoiler section now. If you do not want spoilers, get the fuck out. We love you. We're sorry. Come back after you watch the movie and have this little talk with us for the next, 20 minutes or so.
And you're going to want to talk with us about the spoilers. So go hurry the fuck up and watch it and get back. Because it's like you're going to want to hear what we have to say.
Yes, for sure. We are getting started in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Garrick, go.
Rude. Okay, Harley Vision was probably my favorite fucking thing in that whole movie. Harley Vision. I loved Harley Vision. Dude, the aesthetic. When she goes fucking hard in the paint, bro, is just so good. Like, it captures her essence as a character masterfully. And just the fact that Margot Robbie is Margot fucking Robbie and just embodies that character so well, dude. I loved Harley Vision. Harley Vision was my favorite part of the movie. And it might even be kind of confusing if you didn't know exactly what you were looking at, but just embrace the weird. James Gunn captured all the weird of these characters in the best way. Harley Vision.
I think that they did a pretty good job of essentially insinuating like what was going on. that happened? Because I heard that they introduced that in Birds of Prey, right? Because I haven't watched
A little
Birds
bit,
of Prey
yeah.
yet. Okay. So yeah, that I feel like it was implied very well. I would say so. That was what I was talking about, the cinematography thing. All the shots with Harley Vision were so beautifully done. So beautifully fucking done. I couldn't handle it. Any time it ever fucking happened, I was like, this is so fucking good, dude. This is so goddamn good. Continue though. Continue.
Yeah.
Dude, every time she was on screen was just like, you're just like, I'm here, like my queen. Like, dude, she did such a good job. Ratcatcher's powers were like low key. What the fuck, man?
Oh,
like you don't. I mean, they kind of gave you that little bit of foreshadowing there at the end, right? He's just like, I'm gonna be the one saving you,
yeah.
right? You know, they dropped it, but you're just like, oh shit. But dude, there was a lot to unpackage. I felt myself really caring for the characters, like I really did. There's just so much. I want to give you guys I'll go on all night, so I want to talk around you guys because I've got a lot to say. But
I think the first thing that comes to my mind is Taika Waititi's like weird little cameo as Ratcatcher's dad out of fucking nowhere.
The OG Ratcatcher.
Yeah, I was like, what the fuck? At first, I didn't recognize him until there was the scene where it showed him dead, like laying on the ground, and I was like, why does that look like side profile Taika? What the fuck is this, right? And then finally, like seeing him later in the like flashback scene, I was like, holy fuck, that is. Why the fuck is he in this? I don't know. That was one of the main things off the top of my head that I was like shocked by. But Devin, you look like you have a couple of things. I don't know, you were struggling in your general thoughts part. Go off real quick, my dude. Go off real quick,
dude. So adding onto the Harley Vision, can we all talk about how Harley Quinn is really just DC John Wick?
I mean, dude, yeah, in a weird way.
She is.
Yeah. The way that she ran through that, she John Wick the fuck out of that. Yeah, just like spinning around the room, just double pistol, just taking out everybody, just no problem. Then she gets the javelin and everything.
Oh, javelin.
Yeah. And how that pays off so perfectly at the end, where she spends the whole movie, like her getting the javelin first.
I know what I'm holding this for.
What am I supposed to do with it? Like,
just slap
dude.
Out of his face.
Just fucking slap the shit out of that guy,
dude.
What am I supposed to do with it? Okay, so anyways, perfect segue. I want to talk about that opening beach scene.
Ah, yes. Yes. Yeah.
Fucking Pete Davidson.
Yeah,
dude.
Yep.
When that happened, I was like, oh, they're gonna Game of Thrones this shit.
Yeah, they are. Yeah, they are, dude.
That whole first squad just wiped out in the most brutal ways possible. One of them gets chopped up from a fucking helicopter blade. Like, they're all the Walking Dead. Or
Yondu. Savant ran away like a little bitch.
Yeah, dude. Well, and then the detachable guy or whatever.
Oh my god, dude!
His arms coming off, right? His fucking arms come off, and you think, oh shit, he's about to go off, right? And then his arms just go up, and they just start like slapping people, and you're like, what the fuck? Like, and then he doesn't even die. They just shoot his arms.
And he just like, yeah, dude, I don't understand how he still bled out from that. Oh my god!
They're like shooting his arms, and he's like spazzing in the back.
Dude. So my brother and I went into this movie together, right? He was who I saw it with first.
Okay.
And my brother is like a huge Pete Davidson fan. And he was just like, I bet you they kill him in the first 20 minutes. And I'm just like, what? Why?
Sure.
And he was like, so like we get to the scene and they, just like, hey guys, like I'm the one that called you. Just fucking, just pink mist in a memory, bro. And my brother leans over and he was just like, I fucking told you, dude. He's like, Pete Davidson's not a superhero. He was there for comedic relief.
Yeah.
And I was just like, he did that. You were dead on the fucking money, dude.
Yep.
But oh my god!
What about Pete Davidson on the airplane? Where it's like, you put me next to a werewolf, and he starts like freaking out.
Yeah. Oh
my god! Dude.
But like continuing on, it's like John Cena as Peacemaker was making my fucking day because of all his stupid like remarks and like jokes and stuff that he kept saying, and just like he just had good chemistry. Like John Cena is starting to become a comedic gem lately.
Oh,
and I am appreciative of it, and I am looking forward to a Peacemaker series. Because I know that's in the works now. You know what I mean? I am looking forward to that.
Yeah, it's coming out in January. January.
Yeah.
Is when we're supposed to get it.
Yeah.
I'm down, honestly, after seeing Peacemaker and this. Like, look, listen, I was sold when Idris Elba was like, seriously, Tiny Whities? He's like, hey, that's racist. And he's like, no, it's not.
Dude.
This fucking movie, boys. This goddamn movie, guys. I can't.
We talk about King Shark just literally picking up a man and ripping him in half and having the lightning strike right behind him at the same time.
The campiest bullshit ever. Like, you're just like, I'm glad you did that because you didn't have to, but we needed to see it.
Yeah. King Shark is just brutal. I love it.
A quick thing real quick on that, actually. Apparently, James Gunn was saying two things. One, that's his favorite scene in the movie. Was that King Shark ripping a dude in half part and, like, roaring when he did it. Two, apparently, it was actually raining when they filmed that part. And they were saying that it was really hard to film that scene because of the kind of lighting they were wanting to do and having all the rain like that. Holy shit, man. Like, they still nailed that scene. That scene was so fucking cool. I just wish it would have lasted a little bit longer, though. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, that was cool how they were, like, moving through. And Idris Elba, he had, like, the bolt launcher on his wrist. Remember when he was doing that?
That shit was so sick.
Like, his weaponry and his gadgets and the way that it all worked was, like, one of the coolest futuristic things I've ever seen.
Fucking real,
his suit.
dude.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
His suit spoke to the edgelord in me, like, so deeply.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't realize what
that helmet.
Oh, sorry. Continue.
No, you're good. I just said I really need a 3D print of that fucking helmet, bro. Like, his helmet was so cool.
So fucking cool, dude. Like, it's like everything
so cool.
It's like everything like we ever wanted a helmet to look like in Destiny. Like when we grinded for a piece of gear or whatever.
That's what Titan should look like.
Yeah, I know, right? Oh, dude, it's so fucking cool. I didn't catch on right away like what his weapons were doing. Like how he was like connecting them in like pieces and shit. And then when I did notice it finally when he like built the rifle for the first time, I was like, what the fuck, dude? That's so cool. What the shit? And I was all about it from that point forward.
Yeah.
Oh my god, dude.
That grenade launcher he gets near the end of the movie when he puts
it's like
everything together.
Oh, yes.
Oh, so rad, dude.
So fucking cool, dude.
So sick.
Speaking of which, actually, did you guys like Starro as a villain of this movie?
No.
It was the weakest portion of the film, in my opinion.
Okay.
It doesn't only from a story, from like just from a writing standpoint, because the portion that followed afterward, the actual fight scene and the wrap up of the film was still very entertaining. I just didn't like. I didn't necessarily give two shits about Starro, as an individual character. And from the same perspective, I didn't really like it was Starro and the Thinker together. I was just like, what the fuck are you even doing here, Peter Capaldi? Like, go back to Doctor Who, bro. Like,
okay.
What the control the starfish? The glass broke and you got fucked in 3.25 seconds, my guy.
He had one of the funniest lines in the entire movie when she was like, do you want 10,000 rats going up your ass? And he was like, you might be surprised by my answer.
Yes, I will give him, dude. He acted his character very well. I was just like, what do you do, man? Like,
yeah,
not sure what Thinker does.
That's real shit. Devin, what are your thoughts on it? I want to dig deeper on your brain on this.
On Starro, I didn't know much about Starro in the first place. I do see like how Starro is a global threat because of the nature of its abilities, you know, with the spawning of the little drones and taking control of people. It just wasn't that interesting to me though for a Suicide Squad movie. It felt like it was more of a like animated type of thing or TV show thing, if that makes any sense. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm excited to see where it goes in the future because we have the characters from the first Suicide Squad movie and Birds of Prey, and now we have Idris Elba and everything, and it's all connected with Margot Robbie and everything. So I'm excited for what that did. And we have the Peacemaker show. Who knows what characters that's going to involve? Who knows who we're going to see in that? You know, maybe DC is like, okay, maybe we do need to look at what Marvel's doing, and maybe we need to take that same approach and start intertwining everything finally, instead of having everything be completely different. You know, but overall, just the tone of the movie, the filming of the movie, the way that all the characters were portrayed by the actors, like that is the strong point of the movie. I don't think the antagonist is the end all be all. It was just kind of like, you know, it's like, oh, and they're doing that too. Cool. You know what I mean? Because they had so many different things that were being resolved. If anything, the biggest antagonist though was definitely Waller. You know what I mean?
As it should be, in my opinion. I thought she was great as like the
Garrick.
antag.
Oh, now
Garrick, can you turn your camera off and turn it back on for me real quick?
Oh, did I freeze? One second.
Yeah.
That's
what it did to you.
Oh, is it? Oh, okay.
Oh,
there
much better. Much better. Yeah.
Sick.
So, but yeah, it's you know, definitely the characters, the writing, the cinematography, that is all the strongest suits of the
Xander,
of the movie.
Sorry.
Justice for Boomer.
Justice for Boomer, dude. Real.
Yeah. Continue.
Yeah. Well, just like I said, the strongest points of the movie was definitely the characters. I didn't really care about Starro. So
that's fair. I was very 50-50 on Starro too, but I think just like, you know, to sort of right on the back what Devin was saying is like, I don't really think Starro was intended to be anything more than Starro actually was in this movie, which is totally fine. Like, I think, like, you know, as Devin was saying, is most of the weight this movie carries is just the relationships between the different characters in the actual Suicide Squad, and everything else is just extra. You know, so like I didn't mind too damn much. Like, Starro was a little bit weird and like daunting at first, especially when we first get introduced to Starro, like shooting at the little like starfish guys that are like sucking on people's faces and shit. And you're just like, that looks out of place in this world for sure. But at the same time, he's also an alien from fucking outer space, so he's not gonna look of this world. So I guess, you know, that's fair too. He just wasn't as, especially when you start to notice that like the little starfish things that he shoots out of his fucking armpits or whatever.
Oh, dude, his weird vagina armpits he had. Like,
yeah, but when he shoots them out, they try to like go for people's faces, and if they don't get attached to their face, they just fall on the floor and they're like nothing anymore.
Yeah,
you know, and so that was
probably have it.
Yeah,
it's like they implied the short lifespan without it having a host. It won't live. You know what I mean?
Yeah, which just felt a little like anticlimactic, you know, because then they're like Ratcatcher too is just kind of like cover your face, and they're like and then that's all it takes to really like keep that from happening. But none of the other people like heard her say that. I guess I don't fucking know, but they were just every single good part of this fucking movie had to do with the actual Suicide Squad, and that is totally fucking fine. In my book, every single bit of that is totally fine in my goddamn book. I'm here for it. I'm gonna fucking watch this movie probably another 2 times myself too, because this movie's that fucking good. There was one other scene that I wanted to talk about. Bloodsport and his daughter in the prison in the very beginning of the movie. She's like, why do you care that I got caught instead of the fact that I just got that I was stealing anyways? And it gets to the point that they're just screaming "fuck you" to each other. It's the most amazing fucking part.
Fuck you! Fuck you!
He's screaming at his like 11-year-old daughter from a glass window.
16.
Oh, 16. My bad.
I had to correct him because he said 14.
Okay, all right,
Yeah,
fair
Father
enough.
of the Year material, remember?
Yeah, his 4-year-old daughter. Dude, that scene was just like the beginning of like me being like, okay, I see where they're fucking going with this, because that shit was killing me for the 5 minutes that they were going at it from there, and then Idris Elba's like reaction to each individual character that he's getting like introduced to as he's going. He's like, Jesus fucking Christ. The entire time was just gold. His reaction to everything happening. But the last thing I want to kind of like bring up before I think we're probably good. Why was Polka Dot Man kind of carrying a big section of this fucking movie? Like, he was fucking hilarious. Dude. Why was his character so good, dude?
Not only that, but he was actually like, he's technically the most powerful person on that team.
Right?
Yeah.
And he sees his mom everywhere.
Dude. Yeah, oh my god.
When they first showed that, I was like, oh! I had a Devin reaction moment when they showed that for the first time. and they're like, where do you see your mom? And he's like, everywhere. And it was so uncanny valley at first. I was like, what in the fuck am I looking at right now? And it was just this fucking woman that they casted to play his fucking awful, terrible mother. And then we get giant mom.
I'm a motherfucking superhero.
Oh yeah, and Josh in the chat, that big monster, that's your mom.
The way that Idris Elba was directing, he's like, all right, King Shark, nom nom, big monster, nom nom, nom nom.
Nom nom, he's like, nom nom, and he like goes running. Dude, that's that actually is gonna be the last thing I say. I am 100% like King Shark fan now. Yeah. After this goddamn movie, Nanaue is fucking king, period, in my life. I am all fucking about it. I felt the energy. He just wants to eat and have friends. And I am, hey, meat, same. Retweet. You know what I mean? Retweet. Yeah. Boys, do you have any final thoughts on this damn fucking wonderful gold piece
I do.
Garrick, go.
I'm just gonna... Oh, go.
Go for it. Go for it.
All right. I just kind of I have a question, really.
Okay.
Were there any deaths in the film that you were completely not expecting? Like, you were just like, I didn't think they would murk that character.
Polka Dot Man. I really did not think he was gonna die. I thought he was gonna see it till the fucking end.
Yeah, the Colonel.
Oh,
dude.
Oh, you mean like Rick Flag?
Rick Flags?
Yeah.
Dude,
yeah,
that actually that kind of really upset me a little bit. I was real fucking bummed about Flag.
Dude, they made us give a fuck about him. That's how good this movie was.
Well, he's been in every single Suicide Squad movie.
Yeah, but like, what? None of us gave a fuck about him before this, though.
He was one of my favorite characters. I thought he was a great leader. He was a good character in the first one too. He was a good follow up. He's great. But I thought they were going to keep Captain Boomerang around just for comedic because he was so fucking funny in the first one. But I mean, dude, like, your name is letters. He's like, all names are letters, dickhead. Like, dude, I was just like, I needed that the whole film. But like, it was just, dude.
Polka Dot Man, more like fucking pussy.
Dude, yeah.
Oh my god, dude.
Yeah, man.
Oh, one thing we forgot to bring up is the killing contest between Bloodsport and Peacemaker. And then at the end, where she's like, "Why didn't I hear any of them tell me that you guys are here?" And they were like, "You didn't see anybody."
I turned them all into my mother in my head, and I killed them.
Devin, what were you saying?
when Peacemaker is walking through and he picks up that hatchet and he's walking by the guy sleeping, he just casually like walks by.
Dude, it was so fluid. You're just like, oh my god, he really just murdered the fucking shit. Like he just hatcheted that dude like a dozen times. Like, oh my god. Dude, I love the ending of that confrontation though, where he's just like non-lethal, you lose, and he was just like exploding compression bullets. And he was just like, nobody likes to show off, and he was just like, unless what you're showing off is dope as fuck.
And he's like, fuck, he's right.
Dude, it was
so good. Damn it, dude. This movie's so good. I can't handle it. Boys,
bring back Boober and Flashpoint. And Xander.
I'm here for it, Xander.
God damn it, dude. This movie was so incredible, and I think that is totally fine for us to end on that note. We will definitely be watching this fucking movie again between now and the next time we fucking talk about this. I am way fucking down, and I hope you guys at home are down too, because this has been the Good Kraken Podcast, a show for nerdy, marginalized peoples, giving you the video game and pop media news, reviews, and discussions that you wanted to hear live every Tuesday at 7 p.m. and Saturday at 1 p.m. right here at twitch.tv/GoodKrakenShow. If you enjoyed the show, you can support us by subscribing below, going to our YouTube channel by clicking the link in the About section of our Twitch channel, and clicking that bell and big red button, or by subscribing to our podcast channel by searching Good Kraken with an exclamation mark and leaving a review there. But until next time, my friends, be good to each other and nom nom.
Get vaccinated. Get vaccinated.
Yeah, get vaccinated too.
Get vaccinated. Get vaccinated.
And nom
get vaccinated.
Nom nom. Nom nom. Hand.
Yes, my way.